How do you do? It's Joey McScrooge back again with another video. Yes, sir. And today, boys and girls, we have a lot to unpack and uncover with the DLC just ending. And unbeknownst and unbeknown to my surprise, I don't even know if those are words or not, but there is a promo card that I oh so desperately need, in that being that Simba, the I believe it's top 64 players got a Simba. But I was at a vending show. We'll talk about all the sealed and news and stuff earlier. I was at a show and some guy offered me first chapter single sleeve packs. I was vending at a show and I left a note on the table saying that I was buying Lorcana, which had a bunch of people in there run for a loop because, well, 99% of the tables there were only selling Pokemon cards. But let me show you what I picked up. So I picked up 15 sleeve booster packs of the first chapter, 5 art sets each. And if you guys did not know, art sets command a premium if you sell them as an art set, and if people understand that art sets have a premium. So let me show you guys else what I picked up. I picked up a Goofy Super Goof Enchanted, and this is my first raw enchanted that I have purchased for $40. Next, I picked up another first chapter booster box. Yes, sir, ENO2 for $260. Shout out Facebook Marketplace. And last but not least, I picked up a D23 collection. All that's in here is the promos. There's no packs, which is very interesting. There are no packs in here, but the promos are all in here. And these are all extended border arts of the original D23 first edition promos. Actually, no, I'm lying. Just these ones. I believe the first editions had like Maleficent and other characters. This might be new. This might be new. This might be new. I think these two were in the original first edition run. The Brave Little Tailor and the Stout-Hearted Cinderella. Yes, sir. And I was able to pick this up for $140 off of Facebook Marketplace. You can't really find that price anymore, but somehow, some way, some guy fire sold it to me, and I appreciate him. So now let's get into the Lorcana sealed Market Watch Monday, and we are indeed including more things because there was a big event that happened this weekend, and let's get into it.
We want our piggy bank to grow.
Well, making a shrewd investment is the soundest way I know. This way, please, prospects.
All right, so we have these very, very interesting promos from the DLC event that just finished literally yesterday. We have a Pegasus for all participants, so this is going to be the most common card right here. We have a Mulan, which is absolutely diabolically must mandatorily have in my collection when she's running with the I forgot what this was called, but it was literally the dragon cannon or whatever, when she runs and then she shoots it up at who was it? Why am I blanking on his name right now? I literally saw the enchanted sword of Shan Yu. There it is. I remember now. When she shot it up at Shan Yu and the Huns on the hill. Legendary. Shout out Mushu too. That was a go. Next, we get into the top 64, and I'm saying this with very low energy because I do unfortunately need to buy this, and we are going to look at the prices for them as of right now. 10/6/2025 on eBay, which is very unfortunate for my wallet. And next, the Elsa top 32 and top 16, you get a playmat, but we're going to look at all of this stuff right now and all the prices. Here is a more blown up picture of the Elsa, Mulan, and Simba. This Simba is literally crazy work, bro. And the Mulan too, with this glittering foil right here. Crazy. The Elsa is probably crazy too. I can't lie. So right now live, you can buy the Mulan foil promo for under $200. Well, it's basically at $200 after tax. You're paying a little bit over $200, but it is indeed right there for $200. You have another one for $215, and that's really it, right? Oh, you have one for $400. That's diabolically crazy, super crazy, but this is this is a top tier card right here. I cannot lie to you. I cannot stress enough that if you are a Mulan collector, you most certainly need this Mulan card, because I think this is the best one so far. Next, Simba. Unfortunate for me. Very, very, very unfortunate. This is a $1,500 card and a $1,700 card, and the playmat is $1,500. Like, I'm so cooked, bro. My wallet is literally dumpster cooked after seeing this, because I am indeed a Lion King collector and I need all the Lion King cards, and this is unfortunately one of the ones that I'm going to have to buy. So I'm gonna wait a month or 2 or 3, and then we're gonna see where this card is at that point in time. But unfortunately for me, it will probably end up being a 4-figure card raw, unfortunately. Next, and certainly the most expensive promo from this most recent DLC event, is the Elsa Ice Maker, sitting at right now $3,000. Now, do what you want with your money, but me personally, I would not be picking these up right now currently at these prices until more and more get listed. If, that is a big if, more and more get listed. And this is also a pin that I believe was a prize piece. Let me know down in the comment section below if that's accurate or not. But this pin, and I believe it was for like a hat or something. I'm not really too sure, honestly. But yep, you are looking at a $3,000 Elsa card, which how does Ravensburg and Lorcana keep getting away with this, where every single Elsa they release is more expensive than the previous one? Crazy work, crazy work. Next, okay, so let's get into it. The sealed watch Monday. We are looking at the D23 collection, now sitting at $200. And look at this. This is in the same exact situation that the first chapter booster box was in. Over the year, it was up at $318, believe it or not. Now, 1 year later, it is down 45%, literally cut in half, down to $172. I was able to pick mine up for $140 from a deal on Facebook Marketplace. I met him up. He came to the card show that I was vending at, and that is indeed where I bought it at. Oh, and I also bought, I didn't even show it, 2 Into the Inklings starter decks, one of them being the Scrooge McDuck. I had to get it, but he offered both of them for $10 each, so it's $5 a starter deck. That's basically $5 a pack, because there is 1 pack in each box. Can't really go wrong with that. I'm not going to open it up or anything, just, you know, to keep it for the Scrooge McDuck of the entire channel. But yes, $200 for these D23 collection promo boxes right here. Again, I showed you guys in the beginning the one that I picked up, and I do believe that this is a great product to hold sealed, especially long-term if you are a long-term investor. Next, we are getting into pre-order season, and that is of the pre-orders of Whispers in the Well booster box case, sitting at $661, so not entirely as hyped as Fabled was, which is very interesting. And I don't think we have a full card list reveal yet. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section below, but I do not believe that we have any leaks of the cards yet. But the cases are pre-ordering for $661 today. It is going to be quite interesting to see how the iconics work out and what kind of iconics we are going to be getting. If we are going to be getting more iconics in future sets other than Fabled, it will be very, very interesting to see how that pans out. Next, the regular booster box, $158. So we do some quick math right here. 158 times 4, $632. $661, $30 premium on the case, which is great to see. And 158, the hype is nowhere near as much as Fabled was. So that is going to be interesting to track over the coming months and years to see what happens with Whispers in the Well. Now, the box art looks crazy. I've said this in I believe my last video, actually. I collect the boxes. I love box art. I love when they make boxes look very good to look at. And that also helps out the sealed collectability aspect of sealed investing and collecting. When you actually like looking at the boxes, it's just a chef's kiss. Great touch. Next, the Whispers in the Well Trove, which also does look great, if I do say so myself. Sitting at $90 right now, essentially, which is very crazy. I do expect the prices for this to come down, unless, in fact, we get some crazy cards leaked and we start to build up some hype for Whispers in the Well. Then it could, you know, stay up here in the 80s. But I believe this is like a 40, 45 or $50 MSRP. I can't really remember off the top of my head. But right now, essentially, it's going for double MSRP, which is never For a brand new, super hyper modern imprint, literally brand new before it's even come out, paying double MSRP is never advised from me. Now stuff like this where we go into the first chapter, although it is over MSRP, it is out of print. So this is when I kind of step in and I'm kind of willing to pay more than MSRP for Disney Lorcana, the first chapter booster boxes. And this case, guys, look at the case, $2,000 for a case now. I started this channel saying that cases at 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300 were undervalued, and now today they are sitting at $2,000. From my first video ever on this channel is when they were at $1,000, and they have essentially doubled since then. This was an obvious play, boys and girls. Is this an all-time high for the case? It can't be. Is it? Let me know down in the comments. Are we at all-time highs for this case? We have a $1,999 confirmed sale. So it's going to take TCG Player a while to catch up, but this chart actually is like it's like way up here right now, which is absolutely crazy. Next, the regular booster box, we are looking at $365 plus $10.99 shipping. So that is indeed $375. When I made this channel, I was saying please buy these at $200, $220, $230, $240, $250. And here we are today. On the month, we are up 50% on our money. And lowest list is actually not 365. I don't know why 365 is... Oh, wait, yeah, it is. But it goes to 380 extremely fast, 390. And then, guys, over the next month or two, we will for sure indeed hit $400. And then after that, we'll go to $500. Because the people that are buying them right now, like me, that are like buying more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like if there's any deals that are under $300 right now, I would highly suggest you probably get some exposure to the first chapter. It is very, very important and crucial that you do that if you are a Lorcana fan, because right now today, they're still under $500. Next, let's talk about Fabled. Yes, Fabled. Do you see how this hype, FOMO, and dump? I believe more cases are coming to market in this week. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, please. But I do believe that the second wave is going to hit this week. Wait, when is Whispers in the Well coming out? Let me see. 11/14? Okay, so next month we get Whispers in the Well. So, you know what? I can't even be mad at Ravensburger for how they're doing this. So this released, and then a month after this release, they're going to drop a second wave, which is going to add more supply to the market, which is essentially going to drive down the price. Even though the cards are great, we have Iconics, this and that, yes sir, whatever. We are going to get a chance to get a very, very, very good entry point on Fabled coming up this week, next week, and the week before that, going into Whispers in the Well, because more supply is coming to the market. If cases get into the $400 range, mid $400, I am going to be loading up on Fabled, because this is one of the, if not the best set. I believe personally this is the best set that Lorcana has ever made. I was talking to people at the convention that I was vending at, and I was asking their opinion on it, and they were like, oh yeah, the iconic this and that, iconic Mickey and Minnie, and they were talking about, or they were asking me really too, they were asking me, well, what are you buying? And I was like, right now I've only really been focusing on the first chapter, and they were like, yeah, that's probably the smartest thing to do. So it's actually interesting talking to other Lorcana fans in person. It's actually really, really interesting to see what they're thinking right now too. And a bunch of them play the game. I was telling them, like, I don't know how to play the game, but I'm trying and understand it more. Next, the regular booster box 145. We are still sitting at MSRP. It looks like there is a very, very strong wall of people that are buying this box at MSRP. But guys, remember, we are getting more boxes, I believe, this week. So look out for that. Be on the lookout for that. Watch these prices. If we get a panic sell-off down into the 400s, I believe that is an absolute steal for Fabled cases. Big if right there, because I don't know, people might gobble it up very quick. So last but not least, I want to cover the Rise of the Floodborn booster box cases, because these are the next that are going to go out of print. Still sitting at $573, which is pretty much MSRP for the second set ever released for Lorcana. And as we continue to go on and down the months and years, all of this first stuff right now is going to be extremely sought after once people start to realize that Lorcana is here to stay. And they keep making great cards, and they keep expanding their player base, and they keep building one of the best games we've ever seen, and they keep doing positive things for the community and the players and collectors alike. Last but not least, the regular box still sitting at 140, but it does look like we're starting to move a little bit up. We're switching around a direction right here, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting to slowly but surely move up and to the right. So that will be interesting to watch over the next few months to see what goes on. But if you guys learned something here, enjoy the channel, love talking about Lorcana, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys on Wednesday for Lorcana Singles Market Watch. Wednesday. Yes, sir.